Let's talk about how to monetize a small audience without ads. So as you can see, you're here on this YouTube channel. We've got a small audience. I still remember how pumped I was when I finally was able to move out of my parents' house for the third or fourth time after a massive business failure. And I drove from Orlando to Austin for a conference. And I just remember sitting in that car on that drive, thinking about how cool it was that we hit 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. It was amazing. That seemed like such a big leap. And what was even more amazing was we were making money off our YouTube channel from the first subscriber. Basically, since we decided to legitimately run YouTube as a business, we started making money. So in this video, I want to talk about how we monetized, how you can monetize your audience. If you're making content, you're making videos at all, some things that you can do to start making money without having to wait for that Adsense check every month. We still barely make any money from Adsense. We make maybe a couple $1,000s a month from Adsense, but because of our sponsorships and because of the course that we sell and the agency, like basically this whole system, because we have this whole system, we're good to go. And you can do the same thing. We've been good on money and we've had a team and we've been building since the very beginning. So you can do this even with a tiny audience. Let's talk more about how to monetize a small audience without ads. This video is brought to you by Email 10K. Learn how to book meetings with billion-dollar brands and take your company to the next level at email10k.com. The first way that I monetized my audience was when I was at that New York agency where we hit the Inc. 5000 3 times in a row and I was the director of marketing over there. Before that, I was making these little YouTube videos, things like, should you go with Android or iOS for your custom app build? That didn't really work. What did work was when I started doing cold email teardowns of actual businesses and marketing teardowns of other agencies. So we did one big video on, there was a company called Fueled, and we did a big breakdown of the 7 marketing channels and how they were getting 6 of the 7 wrong. And we emailed that to Fueled and they ended up hiring us to do their marketing after that. And it was the same for a couple of these other marketing companies. We would make these videos, email them to the marketing companies, and some of them would hire us. But more importantly, we published those videos on this channel. You guys started seeing it. You guys started reaching out. And we built a name for ourselves and people were reaching out to us. We would promote them on LinkedIn. I would post some Quora questions where the video was the answer and clients started coming in. And so that was how we started growing the agency. We also were able to use the YouTube channel to consulting. And then eventually we started getting sponsorships. Our first sponsorship was a company called Base CRM. Now they're owned by Zendesk. But they were sponsoring us when we had like 2,000 people on the channel. They paid us a couple $1,000 for an event, for an hour-long video that was sponsored by Base. There was a little ad in the middle. And that was a game changer because I realized there are these major companies that have so much money to spend that they'll spend it on these micro-influencers. They'll give you money even if your audience is tiny. And what seems like a massive amount of money to you is so small for them. So $2,000 for them was, they might as well throw that in the trash. They waste $2,000 every couple minutes. So for them to give me $2,000, it was a game changer for me, leveled me up. But for them, it was such a small experiment that it didn't even matter if it failed. And that's what you got to keep in mind when it comes to getting sponsors, even for your small channel. And I found Base through a cold email. I just cold emailed them using the same systems that we talk about in our course, Email 10K. I also recommend investing all the money or as much money as you can back into the channel. So I know this video is how to grow without ads. I would say if Base or another company is giving you $2,000, put as much of that $2,000 as you can back into either the team hiring a marketer, growth channels, maybe using Q Promote, or just pure YouTube ads to get views from your target audience on that content. And we'll do that for our sponsors now. Like someone will give us X $1,000 to do a video and we'll say we're gonna get a minimum of 100,000 views on this video. They pay us X dollars, then we go to YouTube ads and find a targeted audience for that video and we get views for whatever, 3 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, whatever it is in that exact target audience, and they pay us a premium of $1. So basically we get views for 10 cents, they pay us $1, we make 90% profit. There we go. And then we can shove that money back into the YouTube channel itself, which will boost the views on all of our other videos, which then allows sponsors to pay more because now our content is bigger and has a wider audience, etc. And it's a cycle that just feeds itself all the way up to the top. And you'll see it as we're running it. You've seen a little bit of this, but just wait, exponential growth is about to happen. So let's go through this list. How do you monetize a small audience? The first thing to do is provide a service. You see we run the marketing agency X27, and that's actually how we started monetizing this channel. We would generate leads for ourselves, people would want to work with us, and then we'd send them to the agency where our team would do marketing services for them. And that worked really well. That agency is still going, 7-figure marketing agency. The other thing we started doing was one-on-one consulting. When I moved out to LA to be a stand-up comedian, I realized I needed some extra money. So I started doing consulting. First it started at $100 an hour, then it was $400 an hour, then it was $800 an hour. And the stand-up comedy thing didn't really work out. I did about 130 mics, realized it wasn't for me. But the consulting did stay. However, I don't do the consulting anymore. We've folded that into 220 Coaching, Institute of Sales, and X27. All of those 3 companies run pieces of this consulting business that used to be one-on-one with me, but is now one-on-one with Robert or a member of our team that's highly qualified in whatever you're hiring us for. You could also create your own product. For me, I'm a bigger fan of acquiring products. So right now we're in talks with a couple companies to buy them. Hopefully we can knock some partnership out where we have our own product. We also have white label deals with a couple companies like Zopto, where I could basically right now, using their process, create my own version of Zopto with my own logo and sell that to you guys. I'm not doing that right now because I want to do something else, which you'll see probably in the next few months. But I actually made a video, anyone could do a white label of Zopto. So you could create your own product that way, or buy somebody else's SaaS. For us, I think what would deliver the most value to you guys and what would fit perfectly on our channel is either a B2B lead generation tool, so something like ZoomInfo or UpLead, or a B2B cold email sending tool, something like Mailshake would be perfect for our portfolio. So you can either create your own product or buy a product and then use ads. We do ads all the time on this channel. We're talking in our description about the companies we promote. We're talking at the end of our videos about the companies we promote, sometimes at the beginning, sometimes fully sponsored content. So there's a lot of ways that you can cut promotion for your own product. A lot of people have done digital ebooks. You've seen these online. Stelly FD from Close.io loves doing these little books where he'll post them on Product Hunt and people will download them. For us, our free downloads have been things like the client contract template or the proposal template or the cold email checklist or even the cold email super pack, where we are combining very valuable information together. We might write more books in the future. You can also do courses. You've seen Email 10K. It's the course on how to grow your business. Check that out if you want to at email10k.com. But we also just acquired Growth Hacker University, right? Which I would check that out, growthhackeruniversity.com. It's the best course on growing your software as a service. And you can build this portfolio over time. So our course was on how to grow an agency, how to grow a services business. But if you don't want to grow a services business, you want to grow your SaaS and use the secrets of Silicon Valley to do that. The course is hosted by a former Techstars, like former legitimate multi-million-dollar software entrepreneur. So if you want to do that, then you check out Growth Hacker University. So now agency owners go to Email 10K, software as a service business owners, why am I talking like this? Software as a service business owners go to Growth Hacker University. Another way to grow is via affiliate links. One of our videos has a great affiliate link in it. The G Suite video has a link to G Suite affiliate, barely makes any money. Do not recommend doing affiliate links, but if you want to make a couple $100s for making a company a couple $1 million, then definitely do affiliate links. But otherwise, I would rather have companies pay us up front. Another one to do is find sponsors for your niche audience. So we talked about sponsors a little bit up front. The reason why we were able to get Base with 2,000 subs is because they are a CRM with a heavy focus on business to business, specifically agencies. So they saw that our audience was business to business, specifically agencies, and they'll pay for access to that audience. MailRush is a cold emailing tool, and they've been a sponsor for a long time. And the reason why they pay us is because they're a cold emailing tool. We talk about cold email. It's a no-brainer. And so we were able to create this network of companies that would pay us based on who our audience is. People like lead generation databases, CRM systems. Really, anyone who sells to B2B on the software side could find value from talking to you guys via me. So if you can find similar, whatever your overlap is for your audience, you can send cold emails to them, and it might be worth creating a whole course on this, but really Email 10K, we have the scripts in there. So you can send cold emails to them and close some deals for your actual channel. You can also find speaking gigs. You can find those via cold email as well. I've done speaking gigs in New York. I've spoke in Austin. I've spoken in LA and Chicago, and it's fine. Honestly, you can close some deals via speaking gigs. I know at one of our old companies, the lead gen company we used to run, speaking gigs were one of the main ways we were finding business. I prefer talking to a camera versus talking to people, so I tend to avoid speaking gigs, but they could be effective ways to use your audience, use your platform to monetize and get some clients. You can also host private workshops. We've done one private workshop, which is basically where people will pay you a fee to have you teach a course in person. I, again, don't love it because I like things that are recorded that I only have to do once. But you can do private workshops and promote them any number of ways. We actually have a whole video series we did on how we promoted our New York event, which you can check out down below in the description. This video is brought to you by Email 10K. So you don't have a business idea, huh? Do you want to know what the best business to start is, regardless of market conditions? Check out the free presentation at email10k.com. We have over 200 students that are crushing it using this business strategy, even during this time. So check that out, email10k.com. And that's that. That's how to monetize a small audience. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman. Feel free to subscribe. We do videos like this 3 times a week. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just give it a little tap. Give it a little like. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.